interspersed throughout. It's really awesome to see. I feel like we're really throwing it back in more ways than one.
Yeah, you know, and we were really pushing to try to get like just barely eke out a higher number of attendees than we did last year, and we like just barely beat it. So it's always kind of fun to see like you said, these like national level events that are still getting a lot of out of region talent, but you know don't need to be super major. It's just about having the talent here all in one building. And speaking of talent, we got Spark versus Kurv on deck. So we got our SoCal's own, but you and I were talking about this a little bit before the broadcast. This is unfortunately not a historically favored match for Kurv.
That's right. Spark, I think, is 6-0 in the head-to-head, but this is one when I saw it on the bracket, I think it was the set I was most excited to see out of the first round. You know, Fox gives Spark a lot of trouble. I think Kurv is most talented in the Ditto more than anything, but, you know, I think he can give Spark a real good run for his money, and he evens it up here to make it 3 stocks apiece.
No, yeah, Kurv is definitely, I mean, we've all talked about how strong of a player Kurv is, and, you know, definitely can be, and 24%
Yep.
is eaten up like that. Just about how you play out these low percents, it's really going to matter. I'm really liking the way Kurv is moving right now, though.
Yeah.
Playing very away from Spark and just kind of trying to force Spark to make the first move. I like the idea behind it.
Amazing little sequence there from Spark. Able to clean it up. Makes that kind of gimp that happened on his last stock not such a big deal. Kind of tying it up. But Kurv coming back in real fast and strong.
Yeah, eating a bit for the needles, but, you know, not in a position to convert anything just yet. A Kurv playing very patient. You know, one thing I know that is not like, or is a little bit harder, but Spark is playing very well around. I feel like a lot of people get tripped up on like the curve nair, where he does that like slight dash forward and then full drift back on his nair, and he tries to get you to shield grab. Spark is not biting on that super well, and you know, I guess that comes from how many times they played against each other, but
yeah, the only thing I'd say about like that sort of thing and Kurv's patience here is I think this is actually kind of the pace a Sheik wants this matchup to go. I think Spark's probably thrilled to be playing more patient Fox right now, because you're really kind of setting your traps to Sheik for the Fox. You're really trying to get them up to high enough percent, maybe knock down with a bear, and then go to town on a tech chase or something. So this kind of slower pace, I think, also really benefits Spark.
Yeah, definitely on Spark to kind of,
That's a big one.
Yeah, missing drill from ledge there, but Kurv just, you know, takes a breath, tries to reset.
And percent and lead matters so much in this matchup because this matchup is so much worse for Sheik until Fox is a knockdown percent around right here.
Yeah.
Is where it starts to become a little less painful. But so having the percent lead, having even a slight stock lead, even if you're at 110%, is so big for Fox.
No, 100%. It's like any straight tilt can get you there. Ooh, great timing on the nair to cover the spot dodge. Nice. All right, well played.
Yeah, very well played.
Yeah. You know, talking a bit about like what you're saying about like the pacing of the matchup, right? I feel like for Kurv, you know, we've seen Kurv blitz players before, right? Like he has that like that burst potential in
fact,
him.
I'd say he's known for it.
Yeah. And I think a huge part of like maybe why he isn't like starting off with that is because, you know, a crouch cancel or like solid SDI from Sheik can like reverse the situation. And Kurv getting reversed is the quickest way for him to just like be dealt a lot of mental damage, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was not really any sort of big combos or tech chases from Spark in that last game, and I do think it's because Kurv's just picking his spots extremely well.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Sheik is kind of trying to set traps with Fox here, and Kurv not really falling for any of them so far.
Ooh. Yeah, speaking of traps, Kurv using that little like curve nair just to like punish a shield grab attempt. Ooh. Tries to catch with running shine.
Oh.
I think was like slightly late on the full hop from that up air and wasn't able to or up throw rather, and can't get on the platform fast enough, but
Kurv just really holding Spark in that corner. I just kind of slowly backed him into it. Not really a lot of moves being thrown out, but eventually Spark kind of missed like I don't know if it was like shield drop or what, but made a mistake right at the end there, and Kurv just killing him for it.
Yeah. Spark getting out of that situation, you know, with at least a touch of damage, but like you said, really needs to find a solid opening here. Ooh, great call.
This needs to be something, and I think it's going to be. I don't think Spark misses those.
No, yeah. Great patience from Spark not to, like, you know, overcommit on a kill for Kurv here, but
no, Spark strikes me as one of those players that, like, doesn't really have to think about those situations. He's just labbed them so many times or been in them so many times. Those needles, when Kurv was at the edge, just came out immediately, like, no hesitation. Knew exactly what to do. This is what he needed to do to kind of even this up here.
Ooh. I kind of like that from Kurv. Coming, like, taking the hit, full hopping back, and then just coming down with nothing. I kind of like that Kurv is, you know, I don't know. I like the idea. I feel like it's showing that Kurv is, like, you know, like you said, really trying to pick his spots as, like, as patiently and as optimally as he can.
And it's working amazingly. There hasn't really been a single tech chase coming through for Spark. No real big damage, like, tech chases at all. And, I mean, right now, Kurv's cooking. If he goes up, keep in mind, for the rest of the day, it's all best of 5. If Kurv can go up 2-0 here, I mean, he'd have a chance to break this 6-0 head-to-head that Spark has been kind of cooking with for these last few years.
Yeah.
Huge lead.
Starting off super strong. One thing I'm noticing from Spark is, like, a couple of these dash attacks, like, I know it is all percent-based, but I feel like a couple of the dash attacks have not been, I don't know, they've just been like a beat behind here or there, and just like a couple shielded dash attacks are just going Kurv's way. I don't know, maybe Spark taking a minute to really get started up here. I know we had like a slight delay in like starting, and I hope like Spark didn't get too cold in the meantime.
No. I really do think it's just really great patience from Kurv, and you really kind of want to get Fox trapped in something. Running into a bear when he's trying to come at you, you know, running into an F-tilt when they're trying to wave dash in, something like that. Finally, we actually get a tech chase coming through. This is what we've been kind of missing from Spark's game all day, really.
Yeah, got a solid amount of percent off of it, but
this is a rough situation. Because even if he gets this stock off, right, he has to deal with the 0% Fox like we were talking about earlier. And at 100%, I mean, that's just going to be rough. You're not going to be able to knock down. Anything can translate into an up smash kill at this point.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, that was kind of clean. The little shield poke on the back air on that top flat. Great timing from Spark.
This is going to be rough. He needs a huge open up, like a grab something. Oh, that would be it. Oh, he got what he wanted, but Kurv's survivability there was just so good.
Yeah.
And that should do it. It's not really, it's kind of rinse and repeat now.
Yeah.
Wow, Kurv going up 2-0 against Spark. This would be a pretty big win for him. Kind of a bit of a demon for him.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And recovering from that situation, I feel like, you know, you were so right about, because it was, I'm gonna, you know, you got caught by the up tilt, you know, you're in that bad situation. Even got, like, kind of like tapped on the back of the head trying to jump out of shield by Spark's Nair, but still stayed composed, and, you know, good for Kurv's overall chances, but Spark starting off with a solid grab early.
Solid grab early, like, gets him out of that sort of non-knockdown percent. But Kurv's hitting back real hard. This is another kind of rough situation for Sheik. A bit of a rinse repeat. Opts to just Nair instead. Probably could have up aired, maybe kept it going, but he'll take the 105 damage, I feel like.
Yeah. One more edge.
This is dead, yeah. Wow. Just now, it's kind of just been more and more dominant for Kurv as it's gone on.
Yeah, I think, I mean, oh, wow. Gave up ledge kind of early there. Spark not really wanting to, oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that was SDI out of the shine to get that down tilt off, but
yeah.
Either way, Spark, you know, answering back with a little bit of defense. Oh, that was a huge money, just like back air hitting all the needles. And this is the percent you earn for it.
Yeah, gets the grab. Could be this needs to be big. Oh, somehow gets that grab. I thought he was gonna be a little late on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm surprised. He seemed to turn around like he knew he was supposed to dash for it, but maybe just tried to boost grab and hit it too soon. I'm not sure, but either way, doesn't get quite what he wanted off that. 77 isn't bad. Like I said, percent's really important here. They're just throwing out hitboxes, hoping to get Kurv in something. But nope, it's Kurv who picks the spot and gets the open up.
You know, I almost wonder if in that sequence Spark was trying to. I know Sheiks have been recently labbing like how to get opportunities for back throw at the ledge, and I wonder if Spark was going for pivot grab in that scenario to try to like implement some newer tech. But either way, you find yourself at potential for even Steven stocks. Oh, got there. All right. Pretty much even. Pretty much
even, but you would like 15% more would have been such a big deal to get before dying here. But they're gonna have an opportunity. What a gimp! That was huge, massive, massive, massive for Spark's chances to stay alive in this.
All right, Spark definitely. Yeah, Spark definitely coming alive. Snipes away a quick one.
I love that. Kind of baits like he's gonna jump up, throw the needles at an angle, just lands. Kurv on shields, takes all the needles to the face. Big deal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Kurv has been caught by like a lot of these like post-stock needles and just eaten every single one. But
yeah, like I said, you know, kind of need to lay those traps, and finally Spark's finding something in his bag of tricks that's actually catching Kurv off his guard.
And this should be a bad sequence, but oh, okay. Little conversion there.
Another one. Still living? Oh, no.
The awareness.
He's got one more chance. This should be rinse repeat unless he goes ledge and Kurv gives it to him. He's going to die for that. Wow. Really tricky stuff coming through for Spark. I love the way that was played.
Yeah, the recovery on those last two stocks from Spark was so solid. I feel like, you know, for Kurv, you can kind of shake that off, right? You're like, you know what? Like, I was down a whole stock and at 100 anyway. You know, like, dropping that edge guard doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah. And I think even for the whole game, it's like, all right, a couple of your funny little gimmicks, you know, they got me. But, you know, those are kind of 50-50s. Now we're going to Final Destination. It's going to be a lot harder for those little tricks to work out here.
No pressure on the initial shield. Opts in for that full hop. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Getting something solid here.
The reason FD is just so brutal for this matchup is there's just nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from the Fox.
Nowhere
to go.
Oh my gosh, we get down there.
But you can always send Fox off stage, and then you don't have to hide from him anymore.
And you know what? Spark is not afraid to go down there by any means.
No, he loves being down there.
Great tech chase. And I think that was the first opening stock from Spark all set.
Could be. It wouldn't surprise me.
Playing patient in the corner.
Yeah, just trying to catch Kurv, jumping in at the wrong time.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Is like Kurv is aware of how many needles he's just been caught by. Oh my gosh.
Big.
All right, still has double jump.
Yeah, there's a lot of, this should be able to be pretty tricky. Barely not enough to kill.
Yeah, and I actually really like that Kurv kind of like, Kurv shortened up that wave shine on the first one, and I think it was because once Spark had proven like I'm going to be SDIing wave shine, Kurv was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a little bit more room to react and just opts on the safe side of it, right?
Yeah.
Able to get the follow-up there, but speaking of follow-up, Spark's cooking of their own.
Crazy sequence there. Just amazingly well played by Spark.
Backing it up, a lot of full hops in these corners. Spark trying to play very, very safe. A lot of these running shines as well from Kurv, trying to just cover landing frames. Oh, good whiff punish on the nair, but opts out of it before second place shine.
Not to be Captain Obvious here, but you know Kurv does not want this to go to a Game 5.
No.
After how hard he was cooking earlier. To give Spark this momentum and win on the counter pick, I think maybe Sheik's worst stage and matchup in the game.
Yeah.
That'd be scary.
Oh, no.
Oh wow. No. Yeah, it's coming through. Kurv's shaking his head. I mean, it's been pretty brutal. I mean, Spark's just taking a lot of these opportunities, taking them straight to the bank.
Yeah, like, I feel like Kurv has earned every stock he's taken, but Spark has just kind of, like, hit the money on the scenarios he needs to, which, you know, is like you said, you know, Spark has labbed out so many of these scenarios. When he sees the sign of, like, I could sneak away with a stock right here, he will always take that opportunity.
Yeah, and I think that's what was just missing from the first two games that Spark lost. But, I mean, still, this is now a very scary situation for Spark. This up air will probably kill, up smash will definitely kill.
Gosh, the little footsies game that they're trying to play with each other, it's so risky, but one dash attack
Oh, he needed that grab more than he needed the air, but he gets another one.
Oh, can't escape the tech
This
chase
is so
just yet.
scary. Oh, huge get off stage. Nose to, oh, no way. That hits all the way up there. I didn't realize the hitbox went that high, and I play the dang character. That's crazy.
That you can write that in your little common enemy
Yeah,
notebooks. That was like,
so scary. It's a new one for me.
Oh,
Huge get off stage.
It
Goes
goes
to,
that high?
oh, no way. That hits all the way
yeah,
up
it was
there.
like
I
right
didn't
at the
realize
tip
hitbox.
too, but
Yeah.
sounds like we're going straight back to FD.
I mean, like I said, this is kind of scary now because that is not. I mean, winning 2 on Battlefield, which I think is Sheik's best stage in that matchup, and then coming here and losing on FD, that's a little scary for a Game 5 scenario. And I mean, now you're losing stock 1 immediately in your favorite game.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. It's such a roughie to start that way. And, you know, I feel like Kurv is kind of mixing in a couple more grabs to start this one off. Hopefully, like, trying to get some, like, comfortability back in. But, gosh, it's just so hard to find, like, the follow-ups you need. Boxing in this corner a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah. It's a bit of a rinse repeat at that juncture. Like I said, percent's huge. 31's big because that F tilt will knock over. This will lead to a, hopefully, if you're Spark, big combo. Oh, kind of flubs that dash attack. I understand what he wanted. He wanted to pop him up, get the early kill, but misses here. Now he's going to have to edge guard from this awkward situation, but I don't know where that dare came from, but Spark gets exactly what he wanted there. Up a whole stock.
Yeah, I think Kurv might have just been, like, assuming he was going to get to ledge and tried to be really fast off the ledge dash.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened. Oh, man, and another one. Before we even finish that thought, almost gets taken for another ride off stage. Okay. Oh!
Yeah, the
Definitely
SDI.
want that.
Okay, ooh. Yeah, okay, a couple of these drills from Kurv, it's like so hard because Kurv is expecting SDI, right? And is trying to play like this little mini game around Spark's SDI, but I feel like just hasn't been playing out the RPS of like, you're getting tag hits with drill and Spark is getting punishes or at least just getting out of the sequences for it. Ah!
Oh, this knockdown is so unfortunate for Kurv. Oh, it just takes it back. My stock now later. Oh, it makes okay, trades it.
Okay, all right, we got there. Still at a scary percent. The down smash is gonna get or just hit punished.
Oh wow, tries to go for the cheeky little down air, or down smash, but he's just down smash. Usually you see Sheik's kind of dash attack fair there, but he's just trying to run up down smash, and he gets it on the second one. 40% now for Kurv. Knockdown is going to be in play for the rest of the game, the set.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was almost huge.
Okay, solid opportunity. A couple flubbed wave dashes and wave shines here. Wait.
Oh man, that was almost a clip and a half.
Okay. That is the most Kurv taunt I think I've seen.
Just wants him to catch him doing something out of shield. Kurv doesn't bite, knows he has to be so careful here.
Oh, the delay after the drill there, really trying to bide his time, but you're at such high percent. Every one of these hits matters.
He's going to have one more chance. No, he's not. Wow.
Oh,